I'm going to show you 7 video types that are absolutely crushing on YouTube right now. And the crazy part is they might come from totally different niches, but the strategy behind them is fully the same. So I'm going to show you exactly how to implement these into your business YouTube channel. So you don't have to waste time creating videos that are never going to be watched in the first place. But before we dive in, I have to give you a quick context. Why am I qualified to talk about this? My name is Alex and I am the guy behind 10 successful B2B YouTube channels. I launched some of them, I've taken over some of them from different agencies, and we turned them into serious lead and revenue generating machines. And for some of our clients, YouTube is their #1 lead source, generating serious revenue. I'm talking 200,000 a month for their business. And I'm not even mentioning affiliates, partnerships, and sponsorship deals. So if you are serious about making YouTube work, then pay close attention as I'm gonna walk you through the 7 templates that are driving results right now. All right, first template, give me X seconds and I'll help you with Y. This format has been used by everyone, from marketing agencies to fitness coaches to software companies. You've probably seen videos like this. Give me 55 seconds and I'll improve your Facebook ads. Give me 2 minutes and I'll force you to lock in. Give me 2 minutes, I'll fix your entire life type of videos. There's a reason it keeps working. It cuts down the viewer's time commitments because most people won't click a 15-minute video because they don't know if it's worth their time. But 90 seconds, much more likely. But 58 seconds, I got 58 seconds, I'm gonna click. You're essentially removing all the friction up front. The viewer knows exactly what they're getting and exactly how long it'll take. So here's how to use this for your business channel. You need to pick a high value, narrow problem that your ideal client is actively trying to solve right now. Then package the solution into a short video and call to action at the end. Here are some examples. Give me 2 minutes and I'll show you the objection pattern that kills 80% of your deals. Give me 60 seconds and I'll fix your cold email open rates. You see the pattern, right? The promise has to be immediately actionable. No background story, just one specific fix that they can apply right now. Template 2, every X explained in Y minutes. This format has been crushing it across educational and entertainment content. You see it everywhere. It's one of the most reliable formats for getting views because it taps into something powerful: completeness. When you say every, you're positioning yourself as a definitive source. The viewer doesn't need to watch 5 other videos. You're giving them the full picture in one place. And this works really well for B2B because your audience wants efficiency. They don't want to piece together information from 10 different sources. They want one expert to break it all down clearly and quickly. So here's how to use it. Pick a category within your niche that has multiple options, tools, concepts that your audience needs to understand, and make sure to cover each one of them shortly in your video. Do not skip any. That's where the value is being created in this video. So I came up with some examples for you. Every meta ad format explained in 8 minutes and when to use each one. Every revenue model for service businesses, which one fits you. Now, you see the structure is pretty simple. You go through each item, explain it in 30 to 60 seconds, and give a quick use case. But here's the critical part. You can't just list things. You need to teach the pattern. Don't say, here's tool A, here's tool B, here's tool C, here's one way, here's one format, here's one way to do this. Don't say that. Otherwise, your video becomes a checklist, which they could find anywhere. Instead, say, here's a tool A. It's best for early stage companies with low budgets. Here's tool B. It's built for scale. Here's how to use it. What happens if you don't use it? Here's tool C. It's overkill unless you're doing enterprise level, etc., etc. So that is the difference between the surface level content and something that actually helps people make decisions. Template 3, X years of knowledge in Y minutes. This format has been used by some of the biggest creators in the self-improvement and business space. It consistently generates massive view counts. Here's why this works. You are compressing time. Your audience wants to skip the trial and error. They want the shortcut. And when you position yourself as someone who's already done the work, you become the shortcut. So think about your experience. What are the main lessons in your profession that take years of experience to learn, but you could share it in 10 minutes? For this type of format to work, you actually have to be experienced. So please do not fake it. If you haven't done anything for 10 years or 8 years, please don't say that. This is only for experts who has been in the game. Like if you've been doing paid social for 12 years, that you're qualified. If you've been doing, let's say, influencer outreach and UGC campaigns for 7 years, then you're qualified. If you've been in the real estate the past 15 years, you're qualified. But please, for this to be authentic and for this to work, do not fake knowledge. Internet is a brutal place. People will pick up on it. Your comment section will be brutal. So I pulled up some examples for you that you can implement right away. So 10 years of sales calls condensed into 7 patterns. 5 years of agency work. Here's actually what moves the needle. Or if you have been an entrepreneur for the past 20 years, you are qualified to give generic advice. So you can say 20 years of entrepreneurship knowledge in 7 minutes or in 20 minutes. But here's how to take this template to the next level. Reveal an underlying framework or pattern that ties everything together. So don't just say, here's tip 1, here's tip 2, here's tip 3. Instead, start with something like, after 20 years of being in business, I noticed a pattern. Or after 10 years of being in high ticket sales, I noticed a pattern. The closers who actually scale past $10,000 per month all have 3 things in common. That's how you create the real authority with this template. Template 4, how to do X without doing Y. You see this format dominate in especially skill-based content. It's one of the highest performing formats because it speaks directly to objections. Your ideal client has a goal, but they also have a massive barrier that stops them from pursuing it. This template says you can achieve this goal without the thing that you think you need. And that's powerful because most people are stuck. They want the result, but they're convinced that they can't get there without something they don't have. It could be money, time, team, experience, etc. But when you show them a different path, you become the solution. So think about the biggest excuse your ideal client makes for not taking action and present a real solution that can help them skip past it. I pulled some examples for you. How to close enterprise deals without a sales team. How to scale to 7 figures without paid ads. How to build a sales system without hiring SDRs, and so on. This would be for a sales channel. But you can apply this template to anything. For example, a lot of people want to lose weight without stop eating. So how to lose weight without dieting. Easy. Or a lot of business owners trying to make $10,000 a month without running ads. So how to get to $10,000 a month without running ads, without spending a single dime on ads, etc., etc. The structure here is pretty simple. So you acknowledge the barrier, you explain why people think they need it, and you show them alternative path. Again, don't fake it. If you actually have an alternative path that works for you and for other people, then show it. That's where you create the authenticity and the authority with this template. For example, I'm in the agency game. I run an agency myself. And most agencies think they need a massive team to scale, but the real bottleneck is in the headcount. It's the systems and then high quality A+ players to run these systems. So you can say something like, here's the framework we use to deliver high quality work without having a massive team. And just like that, you became a solution to a high quality lead. It's very important that you actually present the solutions that work. Again, don't fake this. Template 5. I locked myself in a room until I achieved X. I am willing to bet that you have seen this template on YouTube. This is crushing right now. It's blow up, especially in the entrepreneurship space. It's a documentary style content, performs incredibly well. This one's about extreme commitment. So you're showing your audience that you went through the grind so they don't have to. People love watching someone go all in. It's compelling, it's authentic. We all love the Rocky cutscene. But here's the key for B2B. The payoff has to be actionable insight, not just entertainment. You're not locking yourself in a room for views. You're actually doing to discover something valuable that your audience can use. Think about a research project or experiment that you've done that produced a real insight. Something like, I locked myself in a room until I made $1 million. I locked myself in a room until I hit 100,000 subscribers. I locked myself in a room until I got my first client, so on and so forth. But here's the key with this format. You have to use storytelling. You explain what you did, you reveal what you found, and then you show them how to use it all in a chronological storyline. This template is best for building trust among your audience. If you show your wins, your losses, your setbacks, and thoughts throughout the process, people will resonate with it on a human level because we all go through the same thing. Now, I know what you're thinking. This all makes sense. This is all good, but I don't have time to create these videos. I don't have time to script. I don't have time to edit. I don't have time to create the thumbnails and post the video and manage my channel. I get it. That's why I built my YouTube agency, Decima Labs, because just like we helped Fraser double his business, more specifically making from $85,000 a month to $200,000 a month on his business while only investing 8 hours per month into filming, we can do the same for you as well. Our team handles everything from ideation, scripting, thumbnail design, SEO, video editing, posting, managing your channel. So you can spend your hours focused on growing your business. If this sounds fair, there's going to be a link in the description to book a call with me. You're going to be speaking to me one-on-one. It is completely free. You and I are going to talk. If it makes sense, we're going to move forward. And if not, you're going to be left with actionable advice that I'm going to give you in the free call. Now, back to template 6. The X levels of Y. This format, it's popped up last year and it's been crushing in all sorts of channels. I've seen this work for gaming channels, history channels, entertainment channels, business channels, educational channels. You see it everywhere because it hits your identity. When you create a leveling system, viewers immediately place themselves on a scale and that creates engagement. They're not just watching passively, they're evaluating where am I, what's next, how do I move up? This works especially well for B2B because business owners are always comparing themselves. themselves. They want to know, am I behind? Am I ahead? What's the next stage? What do the top performers do differently? And that's where you can hop in. Pick a skill, journey, or business model in your niche and break it into stages. For example, 7 levels of a SaaS founder from idea stage to exit. The 5 stages of agency growth. Which one are you stuck in? The 6 levels of cold outreach, beginner to expert. You describe each level clearly. You show what success looks like at that stage, and you explain what it takes to move to the next one. For an agency owner example, level 1 is your solopreneur. You're doing everything yourself. You're maxed out at $10,000 a month because you're trading your time for money. Level 2 is the delegator. You've hired your first VA. You're now at $20,000, $25,000 to $30,000 a month, but you are still the bottleneck, etc., and you keep going. Now, here's the mistake: making levels too judgmental. Don't make people feel bad about being at level 1 or 2. We were there. You were there at some point. So just describe it accurately. The goal isn't to shame anybody. Actually, the opposite. The goal is to make them feel better and show them the path forward. Template 7. Why it sucks to be X and what to do about it. This format has been used across every niche imaginable. Why it sucks to be the mafia. Why it sucks to be a hedge fund CEO. It's contrarian, it's honest, and it performs incredibly well because it hits the need for validation. Look, your audience is struggling. They are tired of people telling them it's easy. When you acknowledge the struggle, you build trust. You're saying, yep, this is hard, here's why, and what to do about it. That is honestly powerful because most content is overly optimistic. Just do 5 things and you'll scale to 7 figures. We all know it's not that simple. There's a million things that you need to do and learn. And your audience knows it's not that simple either. People are actually smart. So when you validate their experience, they listen. Think about the biggest frustration your ideal client faces. Something that everyone talks about but no one solves. For example, why it sucks to be a service business owner. You're working 60-hour weeks. You can't take a vacation without everything falling apart. And the more clients you take on, the more you realize you just bought yourself a job. Here's why it happens and how I can help you fix it. So you hit the problem, you show them why it's hard, and you present yourself and how you can help as the solution. So always offer solutions. Don't just state the problem. Okay, that's the problem, we understand. Now what's your solution? Solution is you, and you can sell them a coaching service or a done-for-you service. The goal is to validate their struggle and give them a clear path forward. All right, let's wrap this up. So these 7 templates have generated over hundreds of millions of views across every niche. Pick one, adapt it for your business, and test it as your next video. Now, if you're a business owner who understands the value of YouTube, but you don't have the time and the team to execute it, you just want someone to do it for you, I would love to do that for you. So click the first link in the description to speak to me, and I'll see you on the other side. And if you'd like to see more of my content, hit subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.